Whoa, okay, there we go. There we go. Very sunny day in Florida. Welcome back to Stranger Palooza. We're gonna do like a little quick upgrade to the Audi R8 before I get going to the studio today. So, first of all, let's check out the Audi R8. Right there. There it goes. There it goes right there. Gen 1 Audi R8. And then in this box here, which I got this from VF Engineering, doing another upgrade to the R8 from VF Engineering. And while I was at it, I figured I would change the air intakes. So let's take these off here. And VF doesn't make these. These are the K&N filters. So you can see the K&N filters in there to get all this stuff out of the way. You can get these from K&N. They're the air filters, and then it also has the filter sock on both of them there. So we're gonna add that to the Audi R8 real quick right here. What does an air filter do? It's supposed to give you a little bit of horsepower. I don't have a dyno out here to test that. We'll have to use a butt dyno on that one. Improves the intake of air into the engine over your standard air intake filters that comes with the vehicle. I'll show you all of those here. I'm hoping it makes it sound better. Hoping it ups the aggressive soundingness of it a little bit, just a little bit. So, a little tiny improvement. I've done it to big truck going by here. I've done this to vehicles I've had in the past. So it's always a cool, quick improvement that you could do yourself. Now, I did try to get this from K&N themselves, and what happened is that it's not available on the K&N website, so I couldn't do it there. It's out of stock. I also tried to get these from Amazon, and actually the Amazon seller that I went through is a total joke. They only sent one, which makes no sense. No one sells this as one. It's a pair because V10 engine, you know, two of them. So I had to send that back to Amazon. I wound up just getting it from VF Engineering. They had it there. It was about 300 bucks, so a little bit more expensive, plus 65 bucks for the sock, which I figured, hey, I'm gonna go with that because do you see that sand out there? Yeah, I'll show you guys when we actually go into the intakes that are there. The last time I went to look in it, I had to remove a couple of little rocks. So yeah, I figured I'd be better off with this since I'm driving in a very dusty, sandy area. So all in all, I wound up paying like about 400 bucks with shipping and all that kind of stuff from California, but got here very quickly. So thanks to the guys at VF Engineering, and of course, you know, big shout out to K&N. I don't know them, don't have any relationship with them. Let's start doing this. First thing, maybe, I don't know, maybe we want to move the R8 into a better position. I don't know. But look, you know what? Let's do a before and after. So we'll see how this sounds cold start once I start it up, how it sounds without anything. I'll put it in just a regular mode and turn on sport mode. We'll see, I'll rev it up, we'll see how that sounds. And then we'll put it off into a nice cool area and go from there. So let's do that right now. So let's get this up. Boom, there we go. There's the V10 beast. There's my beastie. Okay, I don't really think that we need a ton of tools to get this done. There's some Torx bolts right here that let me see, I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that need to be removed. This panel right here just pops off like that, and of course you don't want to like scratch up your carbon fiber, I don't know. And then these are 2 separate boxes here on this 2015, so we just need to, let me see, 1, 2, and I think there's a 3rd one in there. We just need to remove those on both sides. So I'm going to do that first here. Okay, as it turns out, there's 4 of these. Okay, that's probably down a little too tight. Alright, so there we go. The covers are off, so that part's relatively easy. Just to give you guys an idea, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's literally a dragonfly in the intake over here. On this side, the last time I went in, you can see there's dust, but I had some little rocks and stuff like that in there. If you look at the filters, I mean, they're really dirty. So if you, right here's the air ductway going in. On the left hand side, there's the one on the right hand side right there. That's how the air comes in, and it's coming in from the side blade, right? The famous Audi R8 side blade right there. So airflow is going in there, traveling up through here, and then coming in here, and on that side, obviously, you know, you've got the blade on this side as well, right? Symmetry. And it's all coming in here. And you know, especially for me, like I said, living out here in the deserts of Florida with all the sand, gravel and things like that, you know, I mean, I live in the country, so you know, these things obviously get a little bit dirty. So the next step is going to be to remove these. It does look like there's air sensors connected in here, so we'll probably have to take these off as well in order to switch everything out. So that's the next move. Okay, so as far as I can tell, on each side there's 1 screw right here that I could see holding in the filter. There's 2 here holding in the sensor, and then there's 1 here holding this on. So I am going to I'm gonna remove this side first. So let's take this off. All right, we'll put that there. That makes that loose. So on this side, it's a special security bit, it looks like, holding them in. So we're gonna have to get special security bit bolts for that. Audi, why'd you have to do it? Doesn't look like we could just put that in there. All right, we're gonna get that. All right, luckily for me, I do keep security bits around, so let's see if we can get this to work here. There we go. Easy enough once you use the security bits, man. So that's free. Gotta use the multi-tool on this one. We'll loosen this. So we should now be able to remove that whole thing here. Should just slide up. Oh, very dusty. Okay. This is dirty. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we got that off. Just take a look at that. That is really, really dirty. There's dust and everything coming off of it. I'll put this off here to the side, and just to show you guys, how much dirt is in there. It's a lot of dirt. I think I'm gonna need to go get a vacuum next and vacuum that all up before I put anything back in there. All right, be right back. And you know, when I come back also, I'll take that one. I would have taken that one off. I don't think we need to show both of them coming off, but yeah, we'll have them both off by then. Okay, so I naively thought I wouldn't need any tools for this. I actually had to get a couple of tools, if you look around here. A couple of tools and a vacuum, because yeah, this is dirty. Just take a look at the air filters here. These are really in bad shape. These are the original Audi air filters. This car has about 26,000 miles on it. Actually 28. I would say these have never been changed. So let's see if my Dyson here is even working. Okay, not too bad. Not the best, but airboxes on a daily driven Audi R8, they do get dirty. And just imagine if any of that stuff goes into that intake. Oh man, that'd be terrible. Really terrible. Oh, some extra dirt. Okay. So next, we are gonna install these bad boys here. Let's see, I'm not sure if these are labeled left or right, to be honest with you. Let's look and see. I don't really see any of that on the labeling. They do have the carbon fiber. Are they completely made of carbon fiber? I don't know. So I don't see like left or right or any kind of labeling like that on it, but we'll figure it out here. And instructions, don't really think there's any instructions, so to speak, of. Let's just go in here. Basically these should just slide down into the you should pop in here and then slide down. And then there's a slot here that these need to go into, the groove. There we go. Might be easier to handle if you take this kind of like the silk sock off of it. Probably be a little bit easier to handle. And we got to put this sensor back in right there. There we go. First thing I'm gonna do here is tighten this. Man, I looked at Shmee doing this back in the days on his channel. Made it look so easy. No, Shmee, not that easy, sir. Not that easy. That was just YouTube editing that made that look so easy. It's not difficult, though. It's not super difficult, so. Even someone who is not mechanically inclined, like myself, can't even say mechanically properly, can do this. So I'll tighten that down a little bit more once I'm sure that everything is in position here. That looks about right. And then these screws need to go back in here. So now one thing is that there was a tab on the Audi, the original Audi. filter that you use a screw and you put that back on. These K&Ns don't have that, so I wouldn't throw those away. I'm not gonna throw anything away from here. I definitely wouldn't throw those away, because if you, or if I, let's say, decide to go back and I want to use the original one, you're gonna need that screw. And Audi will probably charge you $100 for a replacement screw. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep my hands on that one. Tighten these, not over tighten them though. Gotta be very gentle leaning on stuff, isn't it? Expensive supercar. This is not an American muscle car that can handle it. Okay, so there we go. We got one in. Next one. Okay, I thought this was going to be like a couple minutes, 5 minutes thing. Not necessarily, but it's really not super difficult. I don't think it's super difficult to do it though. Let's get the air sensor screws back in here. Everything, I'm just double checking here. Everything's nice and snug, but nothing's super tight or anything like that where it's gonna break. As I said, these two screws that you're gonna take out are now no longer necessary. There we go. That's what we're looking like right there. K&N filters on the Audi R8 V10. Next thing we need to do, get the boxes back on top of this, and then we'll do another cold start, see how it sounds, if it sounds any different. You guys can be the judge of that. All right, right back. I'm gonna put the covers on now. We've got the airbox cover screw back on. Now we're gonna put the final carbon fiber piece on here. This is for the oil pump. So this kind of has some things it sits down on. It goes like, I believe it goes like that. There you go. There you go. On good. Now she's on and popping. On and popping. And really, the only place that you can see now that you did the K&N upgrade is right there. The K&N brand. You can see that coming through. That's just really it. Looks pretty much like stock. We will see how it sounds right now with a cold start coming right up. Let's close this down first. So there we go. That was a quick, relatively, installation of the K&N air filters for the Audi R8. This is a Gen 1 V10. I don't know. I mean, I might be a little bit optimistic here, but I think it sounds a little bit better. Not really the sound I wanted to get out of it, which I didn't really expect. My next thing, I'm gonna do a tune to this from VF Engineering, see how that is, and then after that, maybe we'll upgrade the exhaust on this. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna take this for a drive right now to the studio, And if my butt dyno tells me anything else, I'll check back in with you guys. Get it to focus. Okay, so I made it here to the studio. You know what? I could say that actually driving it under load, it does feel like it has better acceleration. Sounds a little bit better. You know, maybe a little bit muted, but definitely when I want the power, it feels like it's coming in faster. So, you know what? It's going to probably take me a couple of days to see how this goes. Like I said, I'm also going to be doing some other improvements. I'm going to be doing the VF Engineering tune. So, but yes, I'm happy. I'm glad I did this. It at least needed new air filters. And if you're going to get new air filters, you might as well go with the K&N. All right. That's pretty much it. I want to thank everyone for watching. Leave your comments here, leave your questions. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you can be notified every time we post a video here on Stranger Palooza. Thanks so much for the support. I'm Hank Strange. Peace out. Shut it down. Shut it down.